working in a place where you're surrounded by all of your favorite animals, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine working in a place that has animals you've never even heard of. Animals that are close to being extinct. I bet you think, the first thing you think of when you think of that would be a zoo, correct? So to understand why San Diego Zoo would be an amazing place to work, we need to have a little background about the zoo and what it takes to be a zookeeper. So today, I'm going to talk to you about being a zookeeper specifically at the San Diego Zoo. So you're wondering, we have a local zoo here, Lowry Park Zoo. Why not work there? Why work at the San Diego Zoo? Well, there's a few reasons. I'm going to tell you why. First things, the San Diego Zoo is 100 years old. 100 years old. That's a comparison of 34 years old that the Lowry Park Zoo is. So, according to Shelley Field, she wrote this book called The Zookeeper. Zookeepers are individuals who are directly responsible for the care of all the animals at the zoo. That's just a basic cover of what they do. So why is that important? What might they do? Here's some of your pictures. They might be cutting the toenails of a rhinoceros. Pretty cool, right? They could be helping a boa constrictor shed his skin. They could be bringing some animals, these flamingos, into their next enclosure. They can also be helping a mama koala care for her baby. This all sounds great, but you might be wondering, where do I even get started, right? So, according to the zoo's website, sandiegozoo.org, you're going to want to try to volunteer. So where would you volunteer, right? You could volunteer at the vet's office. You could volunteer at the Humane Society. Maybe even you have a farm near you. Getting your hands on with some animals is a good way to get started. You can even do some wildlife rehabilitation organizations, yeah? So although volunteering will help you, you do need some higher education. Sometimes you will need a bachelor's degree. It depends on what you're doing. It might be in zoology, biology, those kinds of things. So now that you've invested the time in researching this career, maybe invested a little bit of money into trying to get your feet wet, you want to know, how much do zookeepers actually make, right? Well, according to Shelley Field, again, of Zookeeper, the range is wide. $22,000, it's pretty good, to $48,000. That's still a lot, right? So, there are many reasons why there's a large range. This corresponds to the size of the zoo, right? So we have San Diego Zoo. It's large. It's about 100 acres, okay? So maybe a house sits on maybe 1 acre, maybe a half of an acre, if that gives you an idea of what your house might sit on. Now imagine that 100 times over. That's large, right? So, with the size of the zoo, corresponding with the budget, that's a reason why working at the San Diego Zoo would be ideal. So, there are many things to consider when pursuing a career at the zoo. You might want to think about what the job would entail, what education or experience you might have to gather, and lastly, how much you might get paid, right? I've given you enough to kind of get yourself started, and if you wanted to pursue looking into it, I encourage you. But as the San Diego Zoo says, put your passion for wildlife to work. Thank you.